I'm not holding back.
Bitch, get out the way. Get out the way, bitch, get out the way. Bitch, get out the way. Get out the way, bitch, get out the way. Know your place, worm. Prepare yourself. Damn Saiyan.
When I was around 11 years old, I had waited maybe a year or two for the release of the Buu Saga. We had finished up Dragon Ball Z from the Otherworld tournament, and that's where it cut off, and then we just got reruns for a long time. This is back on Toonami, and then we finally got the Buu Saga that started out with Gohan being Great Saiyaman, going to school, introducing us to Goten, introducing us to Little Kid Trunks, and of course, the Bae, Videl. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when I was a kid, I had a huge crush on this character until, you know, she cut off her pigtails. But I just thought she was badass. She was basically everything that we would think of was cool in a female character. I basically thought she was badass. Her design was badass. She had those fingerless cut black gloves that we all thought were cool back in the early thousands that made you look like you were badass. And not only was she badass, but she kicked a lot of ass. She was basically Hercule's top student, which at the time, if we had been thinking about this before Dragon Ball Z's Buu Saga came out, we're like, Hercule's daughter is his top student? Well, I mean, all I remember from Hercule was him being a little bitch during the Cell Saga, so she must not be that strong. But when it comes to Earthling standards, just normal, everyday person, she's actually quite formidable. And so you can imagine young Blackscape at 11 years old was extremely impressionable, and when he saw this scene, his young thoughts started going to the naughtiest of places. But this actually is a real fighting move that I just found out of 20 years later. Now, I posted this on my Twitter feed, and for those of you guys who want to follow me, it's @DragonBallBlack. We'll have a link in the description below and also the top comment, but you guys explained to me that this is an actual move. It is called the Hurricane Ranas, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, more than likely not. This is a wrestling move that has been used for a very long time, and I had no idea what it was until I hit the YouTube search bar and added WWE, and of course got all this juiciness. Now, I'm not the biggest WWE fan, because I fell off of it when I was like around that time period when I was playing like WWE on PlayStation 1. After that, I really stopped watching it, but I remember watching it and loving Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker, Kane, Mankind, and of course,
what the Rock is cooking. He's through singing and get ready for the fight later here tonight.
but I know a lot of you guys are wrestling fans, and I thought you would like to know this tidbit if you didn't know it already, and actually adds a little bit more depth into Videl, because remember, she was a young kid training in her father's dojo for a long ass time, and since her father basically seems like a WWE wrestler, I think it's really cool that she actually has a good understanding and a good amount of wrestling moves in her arsenal. I mean, even if you just play her a little bit on Dragon Ball Fighters, the new DLC, she has a lot of moves that are very reminiscent of wrestling, and that's probably why the Fighters community has wanted this character for so long. Oh, and a shout out to Fighters. Thank you so much for adding her in Pigtails. Thank you. Anyway, guys, that's all I got. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos from yours truly. Hit the like button if you liked anything I had to say. And if you do hit that sub, hit that bell icon that's next to it, because YouTube's broken. This is going to be Blackscape, signing off. Take care, guys.